Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Red and Yellow Creative School of Business virtual open day. My name is Wesley, and I have the privilege of leading the team here at Red and Yellow. And today we're running this open day specifically for our online qualifications. Now, our school has been around for 26 years this year, and we've produced some amazing alumni who have gone on to do great things around the world. Our purpose at Red and Yellow is to change the world through education. And we do this by teaching our students to think creatively, because we believe that creative thinking is the most important skill for the future. Now, our school was founded in 1994 by legends in the advertising industry, Brian Searle Tripp, Alan Raff, and Bob Rightford. These guys were passionate about ensuring that their graduates were industry ready and were able to hit the ground running in the workplace. They accomplished this by giving their students real-world briefs and one-on-one attention. We've continued that philosophy today in both our full-time and online schools, and our students get hands-on practical work assignments that they have direct access to our lecturers and course assistants. Now, students receive personalized feedback on the assignments, and they get to engage with our course designers through various forums. So we place a lot of emphasis on human interaction through your time with us. We're a fully accredited institution through the Council on Higher Education and the Department of Higher Education and Training, as well as through the MICT CETA. And all of our part-time qualifications are fully accredited, which means that you get a recognized qualification from the South African Qualifications Authority, which is transferable internationally. Our short courses are NQF aligned, and on request you can get those an accredited version and be awarded specific unit standards when you pass. But as I said today, our focus is on our online qualifications. And last from me is that our school's promise is that we will grow your career. And we've had such encouraging feedback from our alumni as well as from recruiters and employers that we're confident that if you pass a course with us, you will grow your career in some way within 12 months. And you're welcome to chat to our career advisors if you want to find out more about that. So speaking of career advisors, I'm now going to hand over to the manager of our career advisor team, and that's Donnie Fenter. And he's going to spend the next short while talking you through what we offer. And he's going to bring on some of the folks who are heavily involved in the creation and the delivery of these online qualifications. Just a reminder before I go that if you have any questions that you'd like answered, there is a Q&A chat function at the bottom of the webinar screen. Sorry, the Q&A function, not the chat function. Use the Q&A function. And if you just pop your questions in there, Donnie will get to those through the webinar. So, Donnie, do you want to jump on board here?
Great, thanks Wes. And thank you to everybody that is attending our online open day. As Wes mentioned, at Red and Yellow, our promise is to grow your career, and we're confident that our courses and online programs will help you do just that. So today we're going to look at some of our programs that we offer, and I'll be inviting a few of our lecturers as well as subject matter experts to speak in the details and as well as the benefits of these programs. So firstly, we're going to touch on our content creation offering. So I'm going to invite my colleague Kerry, one of our amazing lecturers, to walk us through the program. Welcome, Kerry. Thanks so much. So Kerry, you not only teach digital content on campus, so can you please just walk us through the National Certificate in Advertising, specializing in creating digital content?
Of course. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks to all of you that have joined us today. My name is Kerry, and I lecture digital content at our full-time school. I'm really excited to show you this amazing course on digital content. But first, I want to clarify what digital content actually is. Well, I can first tell you what it's not. Digital content is not advertising. It's not those emails sitting in your spam folder. And it's not the irritating segments you have to skip before you watch a YouTube video. It's definitely not those annoying banner ads in the middle of a recipe that you want to save on Pinterest to cook for later. Content marketing is all about creating a connection with your audience and building a relationship between them and your brand. Digital content provides something of value to your audience's newsfeed that they actually want to engage with, whether it's sharing a video, commenting on a social media post, or clicking through to your website with a well put together email newsletter. While advertising is all about sales, content marketing is all about the people. Every brand needs to have a solid content marketing strategy and a strong team to execute it. We teach you how to do this with this course here at Red and Yellow. Now I'm going to introduce you to our National Certificate in Advertising, Specializing in Creating Digital Content. It's quite a mouthful. But this National Certificate is a year-long course that takes a deep dive into creating digital content. It covers everything that digital content and copywriting does, which is another short course that we offer, and so much more. You learn advanced market research techniques and understand customer behavior quite intimately. We even teach you the ins and outs of online advertising. We also dedicate an entire module on project management and resource planning, which will give you the tools and skills to run a marketing team and execute a 360-degree digital marketing campaign with smoothness and ease. Of course, we teach you all the basics and the masteries of creating digital content and how to create content that is valuable, relevant, and useful and informative and educational. And there's a whole load of things that make content, but we teach you how to do all of those things. Like with our other national certificate programs, you will also complete a workplace learning component. This means that you can apply your newly learned skills in your workplace or one of your choosing if you're not currently working at one. Especially since many businesses have moved fully to the digital space during lockdown, your role in the company is more important than ever. So here's what you can do with this national certificate. This course is an official qualification, which means that this will definitely boost your CV to apply for that digital content marketing job of your dreams. There's a wide range of jobs that you can have, which can include, but isn't limited to, social media manager, a digital content creator, a digital marketing manager, a community manager, and PR and communications manager. That's it from me. Do we have any questions, Donnie?
Hey, Kate. No, I think some of the questions that popped in were very much answered by Robin. Just a heads up, guys. Yeah, all of the courses that programs that we're covering today are all online offerings.
Yes.
Yes. We do have a question here from Lee. So the National Certificate in Advertising, Specialising, Creative Digital. Is it a short-term course or is it a full year duration? So Lee, this is it's an NQF level 5 certificate, so it is a full year qualification.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. I also have another question I tuned in, but I want to ask if the course is free. No, it is not. I think Donnie has a price list available.
Very much so, Chilomanko, yes. So the course does unfortunately come at a cost, but we do have payment plan options available for various different budgets. So if you, and we of course can reach out and discuss this offline.
Great. And I just want to cover this final question by Amara. Do you cover visual communication in this program? We definitely do. We do cover video in terms of communication, so we do cover blogs, and I'm not sure if we're doing instructional videos or not, but we cover things like video and even podcasting as well, so we do kind of both video and audio. Lee, does it cover the use of Premiere Pro? No, it doesn't. Premiere Pro is used quite often or used quite extensively. No, Premiere is not even used in our graphic design course. So we don't go into great technical detail in creating videos because we're covering quite a broad range of creating digital content. We're not going to go into detail about video editing or creation like that.
Okay, thanks so much. So next we're going to obviously have a look at our user-centered offering. So for that one, I'm going to be pulling in my colleague Megan Carver to walk us through the National Certificate in Design Techniques, specializing in the user-centered design. So Megs, you've been very instrumental in, of course, the design and creation of the online qualification. Would you please walk us through the course and tell our students what they can expect to gain?
Yeah, sure. I am very excited about this course. It's a 12-month national certificate in design techniques, specializing in UCD, and everything is done online, so you don't have to come in to write any exams. Everything is done online. So many people think UCD is about UX and user interfaces and confined to the digital realm, but UCD is so much more than that. User-centered design means placing the user at the center of all design decisions and ultimately all business decisions as well. UCD should be considered not only in digital engagements between a user and a brand, but across all elements of the business, from product and service design to the overall customer experience, marketing strategies, after-sales service, loyalty programs, and so much more. Brands and businesses can no longer consider UCD as a nice to have. Increasingly, it is an essential approach that all companies need to be adopting to stay competitive. So what makes our program great? Well, what particularly excites me is that it's an NQF5 national certificate. So you don't need to already be a designer. You don't need to be a technical computer whiz at anything. To qualify for this program, all you need is a matric certificate. If you already have a design or technical background, that is fabulous and you'll be one step ahead. But it is not a prerequisite. This program covers all the basic design and technical elements you need to become a user-centered designer. You'll learn the tools you need to be able to present and communicate your user-centered design solutions within industry. So the program is designed around 3 modules, which is the theory and principles behind UCD, the application and practice, and then professional practice as well. The aim of this qualification is to prepare you to enter into the UCD industry. So you learn about the business, UCD and business innovation and how it's revolutionized how we approach the business. You'll be introduced to visual design and visual graphic design as a start, and then moving on to more user and technical interfaces. You'll look at the design tools and approaches to problem solving. And you'll also, most importantly, look at user research theory and methods. In the application phase, you start looking at how to use information architecture, how to prototype your designs, and then how to use visual design specifically for technology. And in the 3rd module, this is very important. We look at professional practice. So you start looking at the things you will actually use in industry. So interface and interaction design, user-centered product and service design. And then we have a special simulation project where we use design thinking as a specific approach for UCD. As I said before, this program is presented fully online. There are videos to help you through everything. There are bi-weekly tutorials to aid in your learning journey. You have constant access to a very, very knowledgeable program coordinator who will help you through any queries that you have. So each of these 3 modules consist of 16 weeks, and there's 2 to 3 assessments per module. And there's also an independent research project which you tackle per module. And the assessments are designed to simulate real workplace briefs and tasks that you would receive in industry. So this equips the students not only with the tools and skills to tackle such a variety of projects, but it also provides the students with a portfolio that can assist them in seeking employment in industry. We're very proud of this program and we're very excited to be launching it. Back to you, Donnie.
Thanks so much, Meg. That was really insightful. Meg, I'm going to ask you once more to step in and show a lot of your experience and subject matter knowledge on our National Certificate in General Management, specialising in strategic management. Can we just chat around that one, please?
Yeah, sure. Another great program, and I'm very delighted to be involved in developing it. Also a 12-month national certificate. But unlike other generic management qualifications, this one focuses on strategy and equipping managers with the tools to not only future-proof the companies they work for, but also to future-proof their own careers. It provides essential knowledge and techniques for managing teams in the 21st century. So it teaches very much a future-focused approach to management that includes reflection of their own management and leadership practices and provides guidance for improving effectiveness and overall performance of their unit or department. The program aims to change how students think about the practice of management, problem solving, and leadership. And through this program, we really want to alter and refine how our students approach managing and leading teams. So who should do this course? This course is designed for new managers who want to learn the fundamentals of management practice, as well as the knowledge and techniques to build a 21st century team, or established managers that want to refresh their management practice and upskill and prepare themselves for managing teams in the digital era. It's also for existing managers who might want to formalize their management qualification. And it's also for team members who are looking for management opportunities. This course is specifically designed for people who are already engaged in a management role, because you can use a lot of your day-to-day management activities as hours that contribute towards the completion of the qualification. If you are not in a management role, we can make a plan where we look at kind of how we can assist you with your current role to get your manager to buy in, to help you get all the necessary experience you need so that you can become you can achieve this qualification. So what does the program cover? It looks at 5 modules. So we look at people management, where you cover how to build, lead, and develop teams, as well as how to establish workplace relationships and foster talent in your team. Then we look at workplace management, so operational planning, change management. We look at leadership theories and how you can communicate effectively with a variety of stakeholders. We then look at decision making, which is so key to business. So we show how to make informed decisions around operations, staff, and risk by using a systems approach and promoting innovation within the workplace. And then we look at unit management. How do you manage your own specific unit? And there we focus very much on finances, so that you can not only make informed financial decisions for your units, but also contribute to the financial and the strategic planning of the greater organization. And then in module 5, we've really kind of focused in on yourself as a leader and investigate how to better manage strategic partnerships, how to better manage institutional knowledge, and how to future-proof your company through communication and staff development. So each of these modules is 9 weeks long, also with 2 to 3 assessments per module. And each assessment includes a written portion, but it also includes practical work-based tasks. So these work-based tasks are absolutely essential, because it's not about kind of parrot learning what we've taught you. It's about actually being able to apply it. So you will be asked to kind of do a financial analysis. You will be asked to develop a skills plan for your team. You will be asked to develop a project plan, an operational plan. And we really do kind of make it as practical as possible. So what sets this program apart is its focus on up-to-date tools and techniques for working with remote teams as well, and using a design thinking approach to problem solving. So we really are looking here at future-proofing not only the people involved, but also the companies they work for. Back to you, Donnie.
Great, thanks so much, Megs. Yeah, I think that if those that aren't in managerial positions, I myself wouldn't, sort of say no to any one of my guys jumping onto this course, whether they're in a management position or not. The course itself really was, it sounds like it's going to be an absolute banger when it comes through. Cool. So we do have a question here just from Ilza. So in respect to some of the sort of job titles from the course description, Ilza, we have covered quite a bit. I don't know if you noticed when Meg did say the course is best suited for in the beginning. So just keep your eyes out. I'm not sure if you were interested in the strategic management online qualification or any one of our other ones that are coming up next, but they are very much so highlighted then. Great. So if we don't have any other further questions on that, cool, Megs. Next, guys, we're going to have a look at our digital marketing offerings. So those of you that don't know, we've literally written the book on digital marketing, right? So our textbook, e-marketing, the essential guide to digital marketing world, is in its 6th edition, and it's used by universities all over the world. And it's the most downloaded digital marketing textbook, with over 1 million copies downloaded so far. You can, of course, download it for free, but if you do any one of our digital marketing online qualifications, you'll get your physical copy for free. So we have 2 online qualifications within digital marketing. So one is our National Certificate in Advertising, Specialising in Digital Marketing, and the other is the Advanced Diploma in Digital Marketing. So to cover this, I'm going to invite my colleague Robin Hazekamp, who is the head of our instructional design team, to chat more on both of these online qualifications.
Hey Donnie, happy to. A lot of exciting things happening in the digital marketing space right now. This whole virus thing has pushed a lot of people online a lot faster than they were originally going. So there's all kinds of exciting things happening, jumps. People are going into e-commerce so much faster than everyone expected them to. So it's a really good thing if you want to keep your eye on the digital marketing space right now. We cover all kinds of goodies there. So I'm going to start with ADDM. The goal of this one is to give you enough knowledge to actually perform pretty much anything you would need to for digital marketing. So we have 4 modules here. Marketing strategy, digital marketing strategy specifically, creating effective digital marketing assets, content marketing, and online advertising and relationship management. I'm going to break those down a little bit more. The digital marketing strategy section covers, you're not going to believe this, digital marketing strategy, but also market research and behavioral economics. Behavioral economics is a particularly exciting thing and something that we're very interested in at Red and Yellow because it ties into, all those logical fallacies that people tend to use. Behavioral economics touches on how those affect people's buying behavior specifically, which is pretty interesting. And it's something that we're quite big on at Red and Yellow because we think that critical thinking is one of the biggest skills for the next ever. It's one of the most in-demand skills right now in the job market, and understanding those biases helps a lot. We also look at web analytics. That's kind of a tricky one, but it's absolutely essential if you want to get the most out of your digital marketing. The best part about digital marketing is that it's measurable, so you can track exactly where you're spending your money, what changes make, what effects happen, and how you can improve as you go along. So you end up getting a much better ROI for your spend. But to do that, you have to learn about web analytics. We touch on mobile marketing. It's not technically accurate to separate mobile marketing out since, how many of you don't connect to the internet on your phone these days? But there are some mobile-specific principles that are important to go over, so we do. We teach you project management so that you can manage any digital marketing project you come across. We look at web dev and UX. It's not as in-depth, obviously, as our UCD 5 one-year diploma, but 1-year certificate. But we teach you the basics of UX and what to look for and how to start approaching UX when you want to design a website. We look at digital copywriting, which is essential for everything you put online. If you cannot write properly when you post things online, you don't look professional and nobody will like you. And we also look at SEO, another tricky one, but incredibly important if you want people to be able to find you. Content marketing, Carrie already talked about why content marketing is so important, so we cover that. We look at social media in that, we look at email marketing, and we also look at personal branding and presentation. So how can you present your ideas in a way that people will actually want to do what you're asking them to do? This is important if you're going to be in digital marketing and making pitches to people about the marketing ideas that you have. Online advertising and relationship management covers search advertising, display advertising, client agency relationships. That's an important one. A little bit of briefing in there so you understand how to read and write briefs. Customer relationship management, digital PR, and crisis planning. I'm sure you're all well aware of how volatile social media can be, so if something blows up on social, what do you do? And like with all of our programs, the assessments that we do tend to be incredibly practical, so that you can apply everything that you've learned immediately in a really useful and cool way. Hopefully cool. We aim for cool. We also make sure to give people the kind of support that you need. This is a 2-year program. It would be a 1-year program full-time, but because people are doing it part-time, it's over 2 years. It's still a lot of work. And the best way to get through that amount of work is to have support. So we make sure to set it up so that students can support each other with WhatsApp groups if you want them, with learning circles, which are essentially study groups. But you also have a lot of contact with us. There are weekly Zoom tutorials. There are 3 per week. You can come to one of them or all of them. It's entirely up to you. And of course, you always have the option to contact us over email. And yeah, ADDM is a great one if you have marketing experience and you want to move into the digital marketing space. If you're not sure what you want to do in digital marketing specifically, but you'd like to be able to get started on doing pretty much anything, it's a great one. You don't need to have marketing experience to do it, but it helps a lot. And then, Donnie, if you're okay with this, I'll just jump right onto the NCA.
Let's answer a couple of the questions. Just a quick one. Yeah, there has been quite a few that's popped up. Cindy, just in respect to your question on the 15-week digital marketing pro course, essentially we weren't going to cover that today, but I'll just answer that quick one. When it comes through to our digital marketing professional course, so that is essentially for digital marketers that have been in the industry for some time and that are looking to, of course, stay ahead. When it comes through to the course, like Robin said, all of our courses very much are practical based. So much so in this course, we actually give you a simulator. So you not only walk off by able to plan a digital marketing campaign, but you're actually going to be executing it, pulling on a lot of the data to, of course, improve on those. Which at the moment nobody within the industry, of course, offers. And second to that, digital marketing is very much what Red and Yellow is all about and known for. So just on that one, just moving down a bit. Rob, do you want to take a few?
Yes, sure. Just Cindy DM Pro is one of the courses we're most proud of. It's a really good one. Okay, so Sean asked about the exam basis of each of the certifications and qualifications. We don't do exams as such most of the time. They are take-home exams, essentially, that you do as an assignment. There are some quizzes that you'll do online, but generally speaking, you'll do it on your computer. But they're done online. You don't have to come in anywhere. They are open book. The difference between the National Certificate in Digital Marketing. Okay, I'll cover that one next when we talk about the National Certificate in Advertising, Specializing in Digital Marketing. The digital marketing book is, it's our textbook. It's our e-marketing textbook, and you can find it on our website, and it's really good, and we're busy updating it right now. I'll talk about that one a little bit later too. The Advanced Diploma in Digital Marketing and National Certificate in Advertising, would they complement each other? You know what? I don't think so. If you're doing the Advanced Diploma, you're doing everything that you're going to be doing in the National Certificate, but more. So you wouldn't need to do both. I reckon the Advanced Diploma is the way to go if you want a broader thing. If you just want an introduction to how to do content, then the National Certificate is your way to go. Karen says, I have an established production company and am a producer. I'd like to skill up on digital marketing, what it is, how it's used, what are the tools, a rounded knowledge about the field, and then see where to delve deeper. I feel like this is a good question for Donnie, but I would suggest our digital marketing course. Don?
Yes, you're 100% right on that. I mean, I think you're also well equipped to handle it, having created it as well, Rob.
Oh yeah, right. That makes sense. Yes, digital marketing intermediate, is a good course for exactly what you've just described. It's kind of like if you took our Advanced Diploma and made a really baby version of it and squished it into 8 weeks. Which should one look at between ADDM and NC digital marketing? Should you start with the NC before going into ADDM? You can. Again, if you do the ADDM, you're going to be doing everything you do in the National Certificate. But if you have no marketing experience whatsoever, it's probably a good idea to start with the National Certificate first. It depends on what you're looking for. So I'm going to talk about the National Certificate in Digital Marketing in a second. Essentially, the difference is the National Certificate is a little bit more on concepts and the ideas behind everything, and I don't want to say it's fairly easy implementation, because it's not. It is very practical and you do have to work for it, but the Advanced Diploma takes it that step further, and you have to do a lot more specific and detailed things.
Cool.
I hope that makes
Rob,
sense.
I think, those are all the questions so far. Let's stop it there. And, like you said earlier, if you can delve into the National Certificate in Advertising, Specialising in Digital Marketing.
My absolute pleasure. I feel like I've just talked so much about digital marketing in general, so I'm just going to let you know what we cover here. It's quite similar to the National Certificate in Advertising, creating digital content. You can tell that we say it a lot, and people get applause when we say it properly the first time. In that, you start off by learning about the marketing environment and the consumer, So you get that introduction to marketing strategy, you get a little bit of market research and behavioral economics similar to what you would in ADDM, just not quite as in depth. And you also look at how to present your ideas. Like the National Certificate in Creating Digital Content, you look at marketing communications, so direct marketing, online advertising, social media marketing, all of these in much less detail than in the Advanced Diploma, but in enough detail that you can start to implement it. The real difference here comes in the third module, where creating digital content, the third module is all about content marketing. So you get an introduction to content marketing in this one, but it's not that long and in-depth. It's just what you'd need to know to, say, work on a team that does it. This one focuses on client services. So there's a lot on setting up paid media advertising. There's a lot on client services, particularly how to work with clients, how to brief clients, how to get briefs from clients, and how to contract your suppliers. So everything you'd need essentially to work in an agency. And then we also, like the creating content one, we have a thing on project management where you learn how to manage all of your digital marketing projects. We also have a whole section on financial management where you learn to budget these things, and then how to optimize any campaigns that you run, which, if you remember from earlier in this speech, the best part about digital is how measurable it is. And part of that is because you can use the information you get to optimize your campaigns to make sure they perform as well as possible. Because this is a national certificate, you will also complete a workplace learning component that allows you to apply what you've learned straight away. If you have a personal business you've been thinking of getting off the ground, now's the time, because any time you spend on that also counts as workplace learning. And we made sure to arrange all the modules for this one in a way that lets you be able to apply what you've learned right away. So you don't have to wait until you're done with the full program. You don't have to for ADDM either. You can start applying it straight away as you do it, which is pretty useful. What can you do with it? Like Carrie mentioned, it's an official registered qualification at NQF level 5. So you'll have something on your CV that speaks to your ability to perform really well in the digital marketing space. Whether you're just starting out, whether you want to market your own small business, or whether you want to familiarize yourself with digital so you can expand existing knowledge, we've got your back. This is the way to go. And that is my very short introduction to our National Certificate in Digital Marketing. Donnie.
Great. Thank you so much, Robin. But please don't run away just yet. We've obviously spoken a lot in respect to our online qualifications, what they cover, especially the content and obviously the importance thereof. But another, sort of aspect that I would like us to chat a little bit more about is the red and yellow approach to online learning. Obviously, one of our, sort of aspects that does set us apart from our competitors. If you can maybe just chat a bit more on that, please.
Sure. I'm worried that people are getting a little tired of hearing me speak, so I'll keep it short. We've spoken a little bit already about how we're planning the 7th edition of our textbook. That one's going to be digital only. It's going to be really cool. Our textbook is already, and I'm not saying this just because I was one of the people that worked on the last edition, it's really good. And the next edition is going to be even better. We have some great plans for it. And then people ask a lot about how we develop our courses. So here's the summarized version. Industry experts tell us what industry wants. Based on that, we come up with outcomes for our courses that will demonstrate that people who have completed this course are able to do the thing that industry wants them to do. And then with the experts, we will write a course aimed at reaching those outcomes with an eye to the human skills that we identified as the most important. I mentioned our human skills before. My favorites are creative thinking, critical thinking, and empathy. Those are all incredibly important in digital marketing right now. Empathy, especially if you're doing content marketing or anything even remotely related to it. And then we've talked a bit about our practical assessments as well. We make sure that all of the assessments we write for these courses require people to actually apply what they've learned. So it's not just going to be like repeating, okay, we've done this and this. It's apply it. I learned how to do a social media page. No, you have to go make a social media page. You have to do it. We try to cater to a lot of different learning styles. Everyone on my team has a different learning style. We've got a kinesthetic learner, we've got a visual learner, we've got a verbal learner. It's me, I'm the verbal learner. And that really makes it easier for us to cater to multiple learning styles. So we try to put in a variety of media types like videos and podcasts and notes and all of that, so that all of us are happy and able to learn from the course. And then we know we've catered for at least a few different learning styles there. We always consider the best way to present the information, and we do things like create visual links to the text to make it easier to remember. Don't know if you know this, but people remember information better when there's an image attached to it. Take that and put it in your digital marketing ads. We make sure to structure our courses really carefully. We scaffold the modules to kind of essentially tell a story. So the end destination of the story is knowledge, if you'll forgive the imagery there. But every module builds on the last one. So we're never going to throw you into the middle somewhere. We're going to build up your knowledge so that every time you move to something new, you're comfortable with it. And then, of course, there's that personal touch where you have lots and lots of opportunities to talk to your course coordinators, the instructional designers, that's me and my team, and to each other. That's a summary. Back to you, Don.
Perfect. That was an amazing summary, so thank you so much, guys. Cool, guys. So when it comes through to the online qualifications, there, of course, is very much an application process that we, of course, do need to follow. Each online qualification does have its own specific, sort of application procedure, and that also does come along with, sort of your current experience and skill sets. So, of course, if you are looking to, sort of join us for any one of our online qualifications, then please reach out to us. Me and my team are very much on hand to, of course, answer and guide you in any way necessary that is, of course, best for you. Again, our email address is registrations@redandyellow.co.za, and of course, just with a couple of start dates, the next few months are going to be quite a good and busy one. So we start off on the 27th of July with the Advanced Diploma in Digital Marketing. Just a reminder, that is our NQF Level 7 online qualification that we spoke about. On the 3rd of August, we have our National Certificate in Advertising, Specialising in Digital Marketing, and as well as the National Certificate in Advertising that specialises in creating digital content. The two remaining other courses, that being our User-Centered Design online qualification, that starts on the 10th of August, and then on the 17th, we have our Strategic Management online qualification kicking off then. And just as a reminder, registration and applications do close a week prior to the online qualification start date. Looking forward to obviously having another good, sort of a bunch of students coming through. We always love our alumni and love growing our alumni. Cool. I'm just going to invite our beloved Managing Director, Wes, back to the fold.
I mean, you did say there was the email registrations@redandyellow.co.za, but maybe just tell the folks about your team that are in the background. If anybody wants to get in touch with you guys and speak to another human being on the other side of the phone, how would they do that?
Of course, yes. So we can always, sort of reach out to us. Me and my team, of course, a team of career advisors. We are there to, of course, answer any kind of queries or questions. A lot of the questions that were posed today would, of course, be, sort of fielded by my team as well. So yes, we cover, of course, sort of what the course is, sort of covering what's best, obviously, for, you in your career. There's loads, sort of that we always provide there. And, we, of course, guide you to the appropriate course that's obviously based on your needs, as well as, obviously, your skill set as well.
Cool. Thank you, Donnie. And thank you to everyone for joining us today. I have the best job in the world. I've always said that. I get to lead this amazing team. And you've just got some insight into, or you've heard from a number of our team today. But we're a passionate bunch who really do want to make a difference in the world through education. And so hopefully you found this insightful and helpful. Please do get in touch with us if you want any more information. But that's all from us today. And take care and stay safe. We'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.